collective, it's Belinda, aspiraltotheself, to another collective tarot reading. Thank you for clicking on to my video. So today's collective tarot reading is going to be covering Thanksgiving. It's an energetic tap-in, as well as the downloads that I've received about Thanksgiving, okay, and Thanksgiving Day events, okay, because many people will not be actually like having their family get-togethers and things like that on the actual day, especially when it comes to like extended family, Friendsgiving, whatever, okay? So the moment I set the intention to do an energetic tap-in, I started to get like bombarded with downloads. I started to get bombarded with like specifically conversations. So this Thanksgiving, okay, I'm just going to get into every single thing that I've downloaded. I'll get into my intro, and then I will start to pull the cards, so just bear with me. So this Thanksgiving, what you should know, because we don't get scared, we get prepared. Thanksgiving is actually not going to be that big of a deal this year. And what I mean by that is that like many people just like aren't into it. They're just not into, you know, the going to the places, the doing the things with like the family members, the lovers, the friends. Like I'm definitely picking up on the bah humbug type energy when it comes to Thanksgiving. And something that you should know is that you should expect like a low turnout. There's going to be a low turnout, and maybe the people who were hosting Thanksgiving in the past are not going to be the same ones who host it this year for a plethora of different reasons. But many people just aren't into it. Like it gives them a bad taste in their mouth, and I'll tell you why. It's because politics are most definitely going to be discussed, and I'll get into exactly what I heard about said politics, just so you can know what kind of topics are going to be like addressed specifically. But also it's because, you know, with the invention of the internet and social media, you don't really have to pry too hard to figure out where people stand on issues. And depend upon what your values are, depend upon, you know, how you conduct yourself, you know, as a person, and what people view those people as, you know, it's not hard to pinpoint who people really, really are. Okay, so it's like, it doesn't matter what label you give somebody, you know, auntie, uncle, grandpa, grandma, you know, mom, dad, brother, sister, niece, nephew, cousin, right? It's like you could have them on your social media, you know exactly where they stand on the issues, you know exactly how they conduct themselves. And many people have just like developed a very, very strong opinion about people based off of how they conduct themselves online, you know, like, but also their overall stances and things like that. I mean, you have the left, you have the right, you know, specifically I'm channeling people in the United States. So just take it where it resonates. With all my readings, take it where it resonates. Please don't try to make it fit if it doesn't fit. If it's not resonating with you, it just means I'm not picking up on your energy, which is perfectly okay, all right? So what I'm picking up on is that like there's definitely an air of disgust going on. Like essentially it's like people aren't into Thanksgiving because they know where people stand. They know exactly how it's going to go down on Thanksgiving. And I'm telling you right now, you're not wrong. Like you're not wrong. You've already seen people's true ugly selves. You know, the masks that they've been wearing have been, you know, torn off. The ugly deeds people have done. How people truly feel about other people. You know, maybe in the past, you know, before internet, like they could, you know, have that whole facade, act like they care about you, act like they love you. But like now with the invention of like technology and people just, you know, feeling the need to post anything and everything about their lives, like every thought in their head, it's like, it makes people disgusted, depending upon if they share the same values or they share the same ideas, they share the same feelings, okay, as the others do. And it's like people don't want to be around you. You know, like they can't hide the fact how they feel about you now, you know, because of what they know that you believe in. Again, it depends on where you are, you know, like say even if you're even remotely just a little Democrat because you don't want to be Republican, you're a full-on liberal. If you're, you know, just a tiny bit Republican because you don't want to be, you know, a liberal, or you don't like the Democrats, okay, but you're not a conservative, like you're a full-on, you know, like MAGA Nazi, right? Like there's definitely that whole viewpoint here on both sides, like, oh, I don't want to be around that person. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to have to talk to them. Did you see what they posted on so-and-so's, you know, profile? Did you see the comment that they made? You know, it's like people know exactly who people are now, and they just don't want to be around it. You know, it's like, like I can't get over what you said. Like I can't get over, you know, like what you do. And it's not just, you know, and it's like, you're going to have the people show up that give the whole facade, or they try to be in that people please mentality of, well, we can just have differing opinions. It's just politics. Like, we can agree to disagree. These are the people that are just trying to keep the peace, even though they're abandoning the self. These are people that are just doing it because it's your mom, it's your dad, and blah, 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 blah. Like, they're just doing it because of that. Like, they don't truly want to be there, but they don't want to be the person who rocks the boat. And the only way you would rock the boat is if, like, by not showing up, because again, you're just not into it. It's like, I don't want to go there. I don't want to hang around these hateful ass people. I don't want to listen to any more conspiracy theories that they have. I don't want to listen to how, like, they view every single person as a Nazi, or I don't want to hear, like, how every single person is some, like, liberal idiot. I don't want to hear it, right? Like, I just don't want to hear it. And the food's not even that good. It's not even an enjoyable time. Why am I driving there? Why am I, trying to, do things just to keep the peace? Like, I just don't want to go. Like, I'll just stay home and I will be happy in my own company. So that's the big feeling, and there's going to be a low turnout because of that. Okay, but along those lines, okay, you could even come from a family where they don't allow discussing politics. It's going to be because of certain things that politics will be discussed. Okay, there's definitely very specific points here. So you're going to have a low turnout of people, and that's what's really going to start the conversation. There's going to be a low turnout of people, and the food may or may not be at the par, the quality, the quantity that it used to be, and that's what's going to bring politics into it. Specifically, there's going to be a discussion of pedophilia, the excuse of it, the rampantness of it, justifications, right? So pedophilia is definitely going to be discussed, but then you're also going to have the price of everything be discussed. Like, people are going to discuss, well, so-and-so in the collective didn't show up to the function because, like, they had to work extra, or, they could barely pay their bills, or, like, they couldn't get off work, right? Like, they're having to work, 2 jobs, they can't get off work to come. Or it could even be said that, like, so-and-so's not coming because, like, they just don't want to deal with the drama. They don't want to deal with it. And then that's going to spark even more conversation into politics. But then again, like, the big thing is cost of everything. Like, the conversation that I channeled was just like, everything is just astronomical. Like, I'm even surprised that we could even have, like, Thanksgiving. Like, I'm even surprised that, like, we could even get here. Like, everything is just so fucking expensive. And then you're gonna have somebody go, well, I'm happy because everything is exactly how I want it to be. I'm, like, struggling to burp almost. Like, let that be confirmation. Like, I feel it coming. Like, everything is, exactly how I want it to be. Praise Trump, praise Republicans, everything is cheaper than it was. And it's just like, where the fuck do you shop? Where do you live? Because, like, I would like the same kind of prices that you're talking about, sis or bro, right? Like, where are you shopping at? Because, like, other than gas, yeah, sure, gas isn't $4 a gallon anymore, but it's at the $2 to $3 mark, but everything else is skyrocketed, groceries, insurance, heating, air, like, cost of living, housing, like, everything has skyrocketed. Like, where are you living at, and can I join you too, right? And then this is going to propel another topic. It's going to somehow bring up Obama. Something is just going to bring up Obama, because, like, how I heard it was just like, I didn't like Biden either, but, at least Obama, when he was president, could hold a full sentence. It didn't embarrass me when he, spoke on behalf of the nation. Like, he was at least an intelligent man. I didn't agree with his policies, but at least he was intelligent, right? Like, there's something weird about how the United States is just hiring these senile pedophilic white men to run the country. What is going on with that, right? Like, it's along those lines. Like, that's the conversation I just kept hearing over and over and over again. You're gonna hear a lot about the cost of things. You're gonna hear a lot about pedophilia, and it's somehow gonna loop in Obama. Somehow, always gonna loop in Obama. And, like, people are just not gonna have it. Like, I'm definitely picking up a lot of gossip going around, because, again, it's gonna be a close-knit group that even arrives to Thanksgiving. So, like, it's not even going to be, like, a whole lot of people. Whoever doesn't show up is going to get talked about. They're going to have speculations made about their life. You could have cut people off, okay, because of differing beliefs. And again, like, I'm not throwing any kind of shade, because it's not a differing of beliefs at this point. Like, when it comes to rights, when it comes to repeating history, when it comes to right versus wrong, like, I don't, like, say for me personally, I don't give a fuck what side you are on, where you fall. But if you're locking people up because of race, because of the color of their skin, with a complete disregard of their, citizenship, their documentation, it's just solely based off racism, that's wrong. If you're out here being a pedophilic to children in any kind of way, that's wrong, right? Like, I don't need any kind of justification. You're under 18, some grown man, some kind of grown woman wants to do something to you, that's wrong, right? Like, it's not a difference of opinion, it's fucking wrong, right? Like, doing things unconsensually to other people, like, raping them or things like that, it's wrong. I don't need your justification for it, right? Like, I don't care who it is, I don't care who's in office, I want them to be held accountable. And like, I'm part of the American populace that thinks that we should hold all of these motherfuckers accountable, put them all in jail, and do some rewriting of rules of our own and have a restart, like, because there's too much corruption, there's too many sick people that run our government that do really illegal crimes. They do a lot of really terrible things, and they've been predatory on the American people, children, and like, they need to be held accountable for that. So I personally cannot be around anybody that's just like pro anyone, because it's like they're corrupt, like they're all in on it. Like, every single one of them are complicit. Like, every single one of them is complicit. How could you be so, like, I've even heard someone, and this is how it's like coming across the people in your family. It's like, I've even heard, it's this craziness. It's like, I don't care what my party has done. I don't care how badly they are perceived. I don't care the evidence against them. I just don't want the other party to win. It's no longer about right and wrong or good or bad. It's just, I want to be on a winning team. I want my team to win. I don't care what my team does. I just don't want the other team to win. Like, because like, I've even seen like a reel where this woman goes like, I'd rather, my president have felonies, be a pedophile, run us bankrupt, than to have a Democrat in office. It's like, those kind of viewpoints right there is why people don't show up to your shit. Those kind of viewpoints right there are why people don't want to hang out with you. And if they know you're on the RSVP list, they're not going to come. So it's most definitely going to get talked about. So we're going to figure out what all is going to be talked about. Again, I already mentioned the main points that are really going to be discussed. I mentioned that if you are somebody who's not going to go, you're going to have a lot of, projections. You're going to have a lot of people, just making shit up about your life, because they don't have you to be there. I've picked up for a long time that a lot of the family get-togethers is just gossip about other family members that they would never say to that person's face. So it's like a lot of speculation, a lot of lies, a lot of like smear campaigns that goes on at these family events. Not everybody's family's wild, so again, take it where it resonates. But you know that I'm right when it comes to gossip. Like, everybody gets gossiped about at family functions, and that's something that I never really quite understood. Like, you can't be happy for each other, you can't be happy just to be there with each other, you can't just celebrate. Like, you gotta like tear somebody down, because like, somebody's the scapegoat, somebody's the one that gets talked about. So let's get into my intro before I get to the cards. Hi, I'm Valena with Aspire to the Self. If you are a returning member, subscriber, or viewer, welcome back, Soul Family. It's good to see you guys again. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for your likes, shares, your comments, subscribes, and thanks and donations. I truly appreciate them all. And if you are new to the channel, welcome. It's good to see new faces here. Please keep in mind the areas of legal, law, finance, health, mental health. Please know that I'm not an expert in those areas, nor do I claim to be. And if I mention them at all, it is either what my intuition is picking up on or it's literally on the cards themselves. However, if it truly resonates for you, I highly encourage you to speak to those experts in those areas of expertise. Something also to note is that I'm not a tarot reader, I'm a seer. Therefore, the cards are just how I connect with you guys. The cards are a physical and visual representation of the 200 downloads that I received. So please use your own level of discernment. I am also the author of the work of both fairy tales in my hand here. The Princess and Her Inner Voice, a fairy tale written for children about their intuition, how it speaks and how if they listen to it, it can help them to overcome all obstacles, help them to heal from all traumas, as well as get them to their happy ending in whichever way that looks for them. And it's a very self-love and self-worth based fairy tale, as well as the Dark High Priest of the Prostitute Queen Unseen. This is a fairy tale written for adults about healing, overcoming spiritual warfare, and narcissistic abuse from family members, lovers, and friends. It's told the viewpoint of a divine feminine who realized that her own mother has cursed her life and tried to offer her up to an entity in exchange for wealth, and she had anybody and everybody on the payroll to help her to accomplish this task. This divine feminine had to cut off everybody, reclaim her power, cleanse out her energy, and heal so that way she could be in alignment with her purpose. Both of these fairy tales are in the barred format, which means that they rhyme. So think like the content of Grimm's fairy tales and the format of Dr. Seuss. They are written and illustrated in such a way to heal and appeal to your inner child as you read them. They're short or sweet, they inspire hope, and they make you feel good as you read them. The audiobooks have been released to be attached to this video for communicates. However, if you truly feel so inclined to purchase physical copies, thank you. You can find them online or retailers at Amazon, Walmart, and Barnes & Noble, to name a few. The Princess and Her Inner Voice in second edition print, which means that the autographed first edition, as well as my products, are on my website, which is www.aspiraltotheself.com. All the information will be in the description box below for your convenience, as well as all my social media platforms and pages, that way you do not get scammed by people or pages pretending to be me. As always, I begin each reading with a prayer. This is just to provide an overall energetic barrier of what I will allow to come through as I channel these messages for you. I call upon God, Vanja, Great Goddess Morgan, the Trinity 3, Luke, the archangels, my ancestors, and seen unseen. Please only allow this reading what I call upon, which is high vibrational energy and frequency. If any lower vibrational and these things energy try to come through, try to ask, reject, open a portal, remote, view, be monitoring spirit in the past, present, and the future, I ask that you block my blind and immediately return to sender on unfold. I want to give you full consent to intervene and to intercede on my behalf, whichever way you deem fit. Please allow me to see what the collective know and hear concise messages. If anyone tries to abuse technology in any kind of way in the past, present, and the future, by trying to take a screenshot, ask, project, open a portal, remote, weird, monitoring spirit in the past, present, and the future, I ask that you block my blind and immediately return to sender on unfold. I want to give you full consent to hold them accountable and bring them to justice in your way. Please protect me, this channel, the video, and the viewers. I deliver divinely guided message. Any curses, sex, evil eye, black magic, return bindings are to be blocked and blinded and immediately return to sender on unfold. The sender's mask ripped off, they'll be able to hide all their lies, deceit, and ill intentions become exposed and publicly known. Okay, so I really do appreciate you guys letting me get through the much needed and required spiritual and legal disclaimers that I have to do at the very beginning of every video. So I really appreciate your patience. Now getting into the channeled messages here. Great Goddess Morgan, please provide us with an overall look when it comes to the Thanksgiving holiday. So this is between now and November 27th of 2025, the time period where people are coming together for a feast. That may be family, friends, co-workers. What does the collective need to know about this overall Thanksgiving holiday? Give us the themes. The themes here. So we have happiness, joy, but also could signify illumination, something that's going to be illuminated to everyone. It's going to be illuminated to everyone that people are not wanting to get together. There's an imbalance. There's discord. People are not wanting to work together. And many opportunities. Many choices. So the theme for this Thanksgiving here is going to be illuminated. So one, there's going to be a little bit of joy. There's going to be a little bit of happiness. I'll say little b. A little bitch. Little b, like as in someone who's starting to work productively. But there's going to be happiness, there's going to be joy. However, it's also going to illuminate something here to everyone. How people don't want to get together anymore. How people don't want to hang out. And the reason being is they have many options. They have many choices to choose from. They don't have to go to the event. So say like if you're married, you have your family, you have their family, you could have Friendsgiving, you could just choose to do your own. Like it just depends here. So Great Goddess Morgan, tell us about the sun. The sun. So it's going to be illuminated here about some kind of justice. This could be some kind of legal battle. This could be some kind of karmic justice. And who's having success, victory, and recognition. So there's going to be some kind of topic when it comes to a legal proceeding. And there being some kind of recognition. Again, I definitely picked up politics. Politics are definitely going to be discussed this year. And it's like people just can't help themselves because how it runs into everything. Again, like with the next card for the theme being how people don't want to work together. Like politically it'd be like how both sides don't want to work together. They're not negotiating, how they're not doing their fucking jobs. It's just like their way or no way. They don't care how they hurt the American people, you know, like i.e. SNAP, right? Like how they were starving literally American people. They were starving millions of people for whatever they were trying to accomplish versus working it out together, right? Like there could have to be something to do with that. Or like just on the grand scheme of things, it could be like there could be some kind of court case going on within the family, and it's going to be talked about who's getting recognized and who's having success in that court case. Clarify the not working together, Great Goddess Morgan. Tell us the not working together. So not working together with a wealthy man. Money, long-term stability, an inheritance, and a King of Swords. This is an authority figure. So again, so it's going to be illuminated about some kind of court case, some kind of justice system that's going on, and who is getting victory here. But then there's also going to be a lack of collaboration. People are wanting to work together with some kind of wealthy man here when it comes to some kind of inheritance, long-term stability, some kind of windfall of abundance of money. Specifically, it's money with 10 of Pentacles being here. People are not wanting to work together with this person, and or it's signifying that people are wanting to work with this King of Swords, someone who's an authority figure, who's got clarity, who makes head over heart decisions, with Saturn being here, shattering illusions. So like some kind of illusion has been shattered because Saturn is in Pisces. So like some kind of illusion has been shattered. These people don't want to work with this wealthy man anymore. And the money that he has or that he's got possession of, they're wanting to work with a King of Swords. Clarify the many choices. Clarify the many choices, Great Goddess Morgan. So many choices to move on to calmer waters with some kind of plan, to be frugal, and to utilize their own inner strength to overcome obstacles, having very strong boundaries, speaking their truth. So again, it's like you have the themes for Thanksgiving is that, one, there's going to be a little joy, there's going to be a little celebration, but two, it's really going to be talked about some kind of court case, whether it be political. Like you could read this as political, or you could read it like just on what is specific to your family. Like if there's some kind of court case going on within the family, like they're going to talk about who's getting success and recognition for this. And then the second theme is how people aren't wanting to work together anymore, or together with the wealthy man and some kind of like money that he's got, long-term stability. They're wanting to work with like a cop, a judge, an investigator, someone who is an authority figure. Again, like I can see how that could be politically. But then also the theme is they have many options. They have many choices to move on to calmer waters. So people, you know, are going to be talking about how people have many choices. They don't have to go to your shindig. They don't have to go and be around all these bitter, angry, resentful people. They don't have to, you know, like no one has to sit there and listen to you spew your shit. No one, right? How they're planning to be frugal. So again, when I mentioned money is most definitely going to be talked about at Thanksgiving. That's going to be what prompts the political discussion. It's because of people wanting to save money. Like people are planning to save money. Like they're planning to save money, but also it's like they're having strong boundaries here, having the strength to have strong boundaries. Like, look, I don't want to come to your shindig. Like I'm not really into going over there anyway. It's just something that I did because like that was my family's expectation. That was societal expectation. And I was, you know, I've been brainwashed to think that I'm going to get some kind of FOMO by not being there. But like, I don't really want to go, but also like, it's just not within the budget. Like, it's not being fiscally responsible, should they say. It's just like, I'm trying to save money right now. I don't want to go, or I don't want to host. Like that could also be something that's being talked about, is how people don't want to host. Like they don't want to host. They're trying to, with moving on to calmer waters, they're trying to make a plan to recover financially. So it's like, I'm trying to save money right now. So saving money is most definitely a big topic of discussion during this Thanksgiving, is how people aren't going to show up, or how people aren't going to sponsor the Thanksgiving because they're trying to recover financially, and they're going to have very strong boundaries about it. Like they're going to be speaking their truth about it. Like it's not going to be like sugar coated or, you know, trying to ease it a little bit. No, it's like, look, I'm trying to save money. I'm trying to recover financially. It wasn't really that joyous of a time to be worth the expense to me to begin with. Like say if there is someone who hosts it, I don't want to clean up after all y'all. Like I don't want to clean up after all y'all. I don't want to cook for all y'all. I don't want to, you know, have to listen to all y'all. Like I do all this, I self-sacrifice, and like nobody shows me any kind of appreciation. Nobody contributes. No one's paying me to cook the Thanksgiving. No one's paying me to buy all the groceries, right? No one's paying me to clean up after all y'all. Like no one's helping me with that. So like I'm going to look out for numero uno, and I'm going to take care of us. Like, I'm just going to take care of my immediate family right here. That's what we're looking at. Like, so it's definitely going to be a big discussion. What else? Great Goddess Morgan, what's going to be the fourth thing? How people are starting to feel victimized. They're starting to feel victimized. Feeling trapped by being kind, nurturing, and independent. Kind, nurturing, and I'm supposed to say empathic, but I said independent. People feel victimized. They feel restricted, like they have no way to go, by being in a Queen of Cups type energy. Kind, nurturing, empathic, but I also said independent. This could be a very specific person in your family, a feminine energy here. People feel restricted, victimized by this empathic and nurturing person being very independent when it comes to the good fortune that they're having and how they have peace. Yeah, they're having peace, they're having success. Something very significant about being in bondage. Like, people are aware. So it's like this so whoever this Queen of Cups type energy is within your family, or wherever it is you're going for Thanksgiving, people feel victimized at this person who was like the light of the room, that always made people feel seen, made people feel heard, you know, was a good time, right? Like a good time, but like a good time emotionally. Like, they made, listen to that thunder out there, they made people feel like heard, seen, appreciated, loved. Like, this person is a good person, but this person has decided to be independent. Like, this person is being independent of the family. This could be the person that isn't showing up to the shindig. They feel very restricted and victimized by this person having good fortune in their life. How they have peace, they've been able to find some kind of solution to have success, to move forward in life, to close out a cycle of any kind of bondage, something that was trying to keep them stuck. People's opinions about them. Yeah, they've been able to move forward from any kind of, like, people viewing them poorly. It's like people who want to misunderstand this person. They want to misunderstand this person. They want this person to feel not liked, but secretly, like, everybody likes this person. Everybody likes this Queen of Cups type energy. But they all purposely try to misunderstand this Queen of Cups, so that way, like, she doesn't have any power, or she's a scapegoat, or whatever, right? Like, she's free of their judgment. Something very significant about being free of their judgment, because they feel stuck. So this is giving, like, there's always somebody that was talked about that should not have been talked about at the family gatherings, or somebody who was, you know, made to feel small, who's not so fucking small anymore. It looks like that this person here has completely, like, just cut everybody off. They don't have anything to do with any of these people anymore. They're not, you know, sure, you can make your jokes about them, but they're not fucking there to hear it, right? Like, nor will they talk to anybody that will tell them what was said about them. Like, it says you're free. Whoever this person is, they're free from judgment. They're freed from these people's judgment, how they think about them, how, you know, they try to make that person think about themselves. Again, trying to make them feel small, trying to, you know, diminish their value, diminish the things that they've accomplished in life. Again, there's something about a court case. So, like, if that's related, it's like there's some kind of court case here and someone's having success and victory. And it says the Ten of Pentacles. Like, this could be an inheritance. Like, how somehow there's this feminine energy here who's free these people's judgments. She's on her own. She's independent. She's, you know, separated from people. And now people don't want to work together to keep this inheritance. Now they want to go to the authorities, right? Like, that's what it's showing to me. But it also could be separate things, okay? Like, it definitely could be separate things. But they feel stuck now because essentially this Queen of Cups is in everybody's punching bag. Yeah. How there's a rapid change going on in these people's lives that's put them in loss. Like, they're losing a bunch of things. Like, they're in loss, grief, and sorrow. Some kind of rapid action that's going on in their lives has provided them with a lot of loss. Because they worked long and hard for a very long time. 7 could be very significant. 7 years, 7 months. We worked with some kind of emperor here, a dominating male. This could be like the head of the household, the patriarch. They worked long and hard, this patriarch here. And all they got was loss. Because they're being given the news from those who were stalking and gossiping about this Queen of Cups. Whatever news they received has brought them all to fight with each other because of a relationship this Queen of Cups has manifested that's providing her with a lot of celebrations in life. So the fourth, so it's like you have the beginning conversations. The fourth topic is going to be the hush-hush topic. This is where, like, people who are trying to make this feminine energy feel small, trying to gossip, smear campaign her name, things like that. They're all going through a lot of bad karma in their lives. And they've been watching and stalking this Queen of Cups, who's independent of this family now. And what they're seeing has them all fighting because they see that she has manifested a relationship that makes her happy, healthy, right? Like, she don't need nobody. She's got her family. right? And how she's having a lot of celebrations. And there's going to be fights about this. And that could be why the second topic of people not wanting to work with this wealthy man anymore. There could be some kind of court case going on with this woman that these family members were a part of. I'm not going to project other readings into this, but I can definitely tell you it goes along with the thing that we've seen when it comes to like family crimes, like family fraud, like when it comes to like inheritance theft and things like that, and like how they work with everybody. Like if that resonates for you, this could signify that. But I'm not going to project it onto this reading. Spirit, tell us what the gossip's going to be at Thanksgiving. What's the gossip going to be at Thanksgiving? How somebody's closed off. Somebody's closed off. An air sign, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Like they refuse to be in contact with anybody from the family. So someone that cut everybody off. They're going to be talked about by an air sign, or the person who's going to be talked about is going to be an air sign. And they have anxiety about this because this person they're talking about moves in silence. Okay, they don't know what this person's doing. They don't know the moves they're making. They don't know what they're up to. They don't know who they're hanging out with. All they know is that this person's winning in life. Like, so the gossip is going to be about this person who has broken off all contact with family and moves in silence. Yep, these people are going to be crying over this individual. They're hurt, they're sad, they're upset. Because they were trying to find dirt on this person. Same shit, different day. Like they've been trying to, it's like trying to blackmail, trying to, you know, find some kind of leverage over this person to get them back in line. Yeah, they're clout hungry. Says anything, does anything for clout, makes shit up. And that they're jealous of this person. So talking behind their back, being envious, attention seeking. So it's like all the gossip's going to be centered around this person who cut everybody off, how they move in silence. They couldn't find any dirt on this person. Like they're clout hungry. Like they'll say anything. Again, like when I told you, there's going to be a lot of speculations about the people who don't show up to the family function. There's going to be a lot of speculations here. And it's like, I told you that they'll just make shit up. They'll project, they'll make shit up. There'll be a lot of lies here. And it's all out of jealousy. Like wanting attention. It's like people are just going to say anything and everything because, again, nobody knows what you're doing. Nobody knows what this person's doing. It could be you or someone else. Okay, just take it where it resonates. But whoever this is, they're closed off. They're not giving an inch. They're not giving a fucking second of their life that they'll never get back. Like, they're not letting people know anything about their life. So, like, these people just, like, you know, it's like they make up stories. Like, and it's all because they're jealous of this person, but also because they want to contribute something. They want to feel like they belong, right? Tell us more about the gossip at Thanksgiving. Yeah, there's some kind of fantasizing here or nostalgia about being able to start drama with this person. So again, like these are people, it's giving that whole Queen of Cups energy from the previous spread. It's like when it says that this person has broke free from bondage of people's thoughts and judgments about them. It's like whoever this is that has cut off the family completely, these people love to poke and prod at this person. This is giving reaction abuse. Like literally being so demeaning, so degrading, you know, like doing anything and everything to provoke this kind, nurturing, empathic person. Someone who just keeps themselves. They aren't there for drama. They aren't there to cause any kind of havoc. They're just trying to like go about their day, right? Like this is a person who keeps themselves. They're not there for trouble. And these people try to start trouble with this person like on purpose, and it's out of jealousy. It's like, this is giving some really severe like reaction abuse. We're going to keep dogging and insulting and provoking this person because I want them to act out. And they fantasize about it. It's like they're fantasizing being able to do it again, like they did lose their chance with you. Like they're fantasizing on the day that you or whoever this is comes back so that way they can emotionally, physically, and verbally abuse them again. Like they're reminiscing about how they used to do it in the past, and then they're going to fantasize about how they could do it in the future. Like whoever this Queen of Cups is giving everybody anxiety for cutting off. It's like they don't have a scapegoat now. They don't have anybody to, you know, to pick on at the family gathering here. So now typically that means someone else is going to get picked, right? Like someone else is going to get picked to be the one that gets provoked. That's typically how that works. They don't just stop picking on people. No, they pick a new victim. So it's like they're fantasizing about it. They're going to talk about how this person's always partying and like they're being proof of it. Like, you know, this could be like how they're being filmed or having photographs taken of them drinking or hanging out with other people or going to celebrations. However, this person has blocked all these people on social media. So whoever this Queen of Cups is, she has blocked everybody on social media. They don't know what the fuck's going on in her life. They don't know anything about her. Again, this is all clout hungry shit. Like, says anything, does anything, makes shit up. Like, they don't care. They're just telling fairy tales. They're just telling stories at this time, right? They're going to talk about how this Queen of Cups must be on the down low, that they're out here sleeping with numerous people, you know. So like, of course, when it comes to a feminine energy that's mysterious or that doesn't play to everyone's bullshit, of course she's got to be a whore or she's got to be, you know, promiscuous and doing all the things that's adultery and all the things that's low morale, right? Like, they're automatically going to start talking about the person because it says that this Queen of Cups is in a relationship. So it's like, and that she's happy and she's having celebrations. But of course, they're going to try to do anything they can to discredit her success. They're going to do anything to try to tarnish her character. It looks like they truly got off on it. Like, they've gotten off on tarnishing this woman's character at every single family function. They loved it. And they loved to see if she got provoked or not. Like, these people gathered together just to hurt and abuse this person. And now this person doesn't show up or fuck with any of them. Now it's like, well, who are we going to pick on now? It's not as fun. They're not here. They're not here. They don't talk to me. I can't like provoke them in their home, like by giving them a phone call and telling them all that was said about them. Like, no, like it's not going to be as fun, right? Like, people are ridiculous. Yeah. However, the gossip is that right now these people are also having nightmares right now. They're seeing things, insomnia, paranoia. They're overthinking, stressed, over analyzing about how they're trying to force something to happen in this person's life. Because they really wanted to prove that this Queen of Cups wasn't shit. Like, so again, they're all going through loss and karma. They're having a lot of bad things happen in their life. Meanwhile, simultaneously, they're seeing this Queen of Cups rise in life, like having a good life. You can't portray people in such a terrible light when they cut you off and their life does fucking better without you. Right? Like, you can't make a person a problem. Like, everyone's pointing at, you know, this Queen of Cups here, saying that she's the problem, but she completely fucking cuts every single one of them off, disowns them, you know, exiles herself, you know, from the family, and now they have no one to blame their problems on. Now they have no one to excuse their narcissism, their abuse, right? Like, their bullyish behavior. You can't claim somebody's a problem because they see this Queen of Cups. Again, they're watching you. They're watching this Queen of Cups. They're seeing how great her life is. She's drama free. Meanwhile, everybody over here that's at the family gathering has all this drama. They wanted to prove that this person wasn't shit. Again, I definitely picked up like trying to make this woman feel so small, like make her feel insignificant, railroad her. Like, you know, this is like beyond gaslighting behavior. This is like beyond gaslighting, beyond trying to like, it's like trying to rewrite someone's destiny here, like trying to make her abandon herself in every sense of the word, like self-abandonment to the highest degree, like not listening to her intuition, not listening to what she wants in life, just going to these family events where they're just going to pick at her incessantly and like hope that they get her to cry or to lash out so they can say, see, you're the bad one, you're the rebel, you're the problem, like when they've been abusing this person this entire time, right? Yeah, they know the time's run out because of some kind of legal matters. Again, this is giving that these people not only bullied this woman, but they all tried to gang together up on her with the courts. But she's separated entirely. She's even blocked all these people on social media. So it's like they're all feeling like they're going to go to jail now, that this woman's going to have success because smear campaigns, assassination of character, no one gives a fuck who your or what your label is. Family member, lover, friend. Like if you're out here tarnishing someone's reputation, they can sue your ass. And it looks like this person doesn't really view these people as family. They view them as demons, right? Like, they don't view them as people who are good people. Like, no, like, I'm going to fucking hold you accountable. I'm going to take you to court of law. If there's ever any kind of question, if there's ever any kind of doubt, here, let me clear that up for you. I will pursue you in court. I will go after you with the full extent of the law. You better fucking lawyer up. You better find some way to get you some money to pay for that lawyer, because I'm coming when I'm coming, and I'm gonna come correct, bitch. Like, that's what I'm picking up on. Like, so if there's any kind of mistake here, yes, family members, this Queen of Cups is coming, and she's coming with the receipts. Right? Right. You should be scared. You should be pondering about all the ways that you have written and have been recorded being a fucking abusive asshole. Think of all the conversations. Think of all, because like these are the kind of people that'll talk shit about you, like when you're not there, but also pick on you together. But then when you're not there, they'll each come to you and be like, you know, that was so wrong for so-and-so to say that about you. Like, I'm so sorry, I stand with you. And then they'll start, you know, giving the tea about these other people to you. Like, that's what this is giving too. It's like, hey, I want you to remember every single conversation you had with me where you openly admitted that so-and-so was abusive and that you knew it and that you agreed that they were abusive. Also remember how you told me to go back to them after you confirmed and admitted that they were abusive. I want you to recall those conversations. Do you remember? Do you remember how you said that? Do you remember how you wanted me to go back when I was being harmed? Do you remember that? Oh, do you remember all the other things that you said about those people who were talking shit about me? Do you remember how you said they're an alcoholic and how, you know, they're out here just trying to be better than everybody? How they're money hungry, they're an opportunist? Do you remember those conversations? They're reflecting on it. Like, they're reflecting on everything that was said. What do we say to this person? This person's not going to come back. This person's not beaten down. This person's fully in their fucking power. This person is in that Queen of Swords energy. Like, she's speaking her truth. She's got boundaries here. She'll cut a motherfucker off if she has to. And she's moving forward with her life. Meanwhile, all these people feel victimized. They fear jail time, but they also fear how it's going to make them look. People are going to see who they truly are on the inside. Yeah. They're also reflecting on how you moved away from them. Like, you can move different states, different cities, different towns. But also something very significant about how somebody was impersonating you and there being photographs. This could be different ways. This could be them, you know, like somebody in your family may look like you. How somebody dressed like you, talk like you, look like you, doing something criminal and taking photos of it in hopes that when they took it to the court, they would say it was you, and they have all these people in your family that would testify, because, like, why would they lie, right? Like, they're reflecting about that. But also, this could signify that there's photo evidence of them impersonating you. Like it said money here. They're scared about some kind of legal matter. Time's running out for them to slander your name, to completely destroy your character. Time's run out. Tell us more about the gossip. Yeah. How they're all enraged about how this Queen of Cups ghosted all of them, went no contact, just disappeared, left them behind. They have overwhelming thoughts. They're very angry. Again, they don't have nobody to pick on no more. And have nobody to pick on no more. They have nobody to talk shit about anymore. And if they do, it's like they're just regurgitating old shit or they're making stuff up. Like, everybody who's part of this little, like, gathering here, they don't have any new information about you because you cut them off. You move in silence. No one has any information about you. They're trying to find dirt on you, but you got a fucking clean record. They can make shit up, sure. Like, it can be story time. You can tell your stories here for the, you know, the mentally deranged. But, like, no one knows anything about you. You went no contact because you went no contact. You blocked every single one of them, and you don't have anything to do with these people. And trust and believe that shit shows in court too. You don't have nothing to do with these people. These people could have went as far as trying to say that you were exiled from the family because of all the problem shit that you were doing. How you're just a problem child. How, you know, you just create all this, you know, the drama, you create all these problems, like how you were delusional, you just made shit up. But again, you separate entirely, you don't talk to anybody, people are watching your life level up, how you're just drama free now. Meanwhile, all these people that were pointing the finger at you are, you know, their life's in chaos and discord. And they're still talking about you like your name is still in their fucking mouth. Tell us more. And they're angry about it. They want to make you an offer now because they're broke. Did someone put this in my comment section the other day? Like, ask me. I'm going to tell you what it has said in the other collective tarot readings when it comes to people from your past who've done a lot of illegal things towards you, really try to victimize you in every kind of way. You do not take any kind of offerings from these people. You do not take any kind of money from them. Even if they owe you money, you do not take money from them. Why? There's two reasons. One, it's cursed. Like, these people are not going to offer you anything that's substantial or good for you. Remember, even now, they still want to hurt you. So it's like, do not take anything from these people. Do not take any kind of gifts, any bribes, nothing. It's cursed. But two, and it's a big two, the big two kind of overrides the number one. Number two is that they want, if there's legal issues here, you getting that money, they're trying to make you complicit with their crime. So that way you take the fall. So no, if this is like an inheritance case or something like that, you let that shit go to court and you let the court award you money. Okay? You do not accept anything from these people. You don't know their intention. You don't know, like, they already don't have good intentions for you. They're still talking shit about you. They're still trying to hurt you. They're still trying to find a way to make you feel small and to put you back in your place, right? Like, they want you to be the scapegoat. They want you to be the sacrifice. So if they're offering you something, trust and believe, one, there's strings attached. They could, I even picked up in one of the collective tarot readings that they may even try to get you to sign some kind of court documents like a non-disclosure agreement where you can't talk about your past experience with them because it portrays them in a bad light. They don't want you to talk about your childhood or all that you've experienced. Do not sign shit, right? But then also, it's like, if you take the money, they're going to somehow link it to something that they've done and they're going to try to get you to go to jail for it. No, you wait till it gets to a court of law and you wait for that judge to declare these people got to pay you something. You do not settle outside of court. No matter how hard it seems, arduous it seems, it will go in your favor if you see it all the way through. That's my advice. Yep. Because they know that you've started a family and you're happy. They're gonna talk about how you feel safe within this family and why the fuck would you hang around people who don't make you feel safe? Yeah, that you're not answering any of their calls. You can have them blocked. Again, you block these people. You can change phone numbers. You don't want to talk to these people. You're not talking to them. You went no contact. And they're sneakily looking you up on social media on fake profiles. Trying to find something about you. Again, don't post anything personal on Facebook or social media and you won't have any problems. It's when you want to advertise every second of your life where you have problems. Don't. Starve people. A private life is a happy life. You know, I used to be a person that would post a little bit on social media until like I started really going through spiritual warfare and my eyes were like fucking shot open when it came to how many people were around me that were stalking me, that were, you know, preying on my downfall and doing crazy shit to me. Like, then I just stopped posting anything personal. Like, I took all my pictures of my family down. I took all any new recent pictures of me down. Like, because, you know, with witchcraft, all it takes is a picture and a name. All it takes. So, like, I took all those down. Like, I don't tag my husband in anything anymore. Like, my husband only has, like, a Facebook because of me anyway. But, like, we don't interact on there. We don't broadcast each other on there. Like, my social media is only for business. So, like, I don't divulge anything about my personal life. So, like, if you were trying to find it, you're either going to have to watch hours of videos on YouTube for me to give you a little, like, crumb of it. And doing so, you pay me. You pay me, you know, to get that tiny breadcrumb of information that you probably should have already known. But, like, I don't do any of that for that reason. Like, these people are trying to find you. Like, it's like, imagine going through all those problems just to find out nothing. Like, you have to feel some type of way about yourself. You have to feel weird. But again, we all know that it's out of jealousy. They're jealous of whoever this Queen of Cups is that cut everybody off. They're jealous. They want to do it too, right? Yeah. Yeah. They keep thinking that they're going to find some kind of secrets that you're hiding. They're judging you. Yeah. They're also going to see that you go on vacations. That you go places. You have fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Like, that you go places, that you do the things. Yeah, because you got a drama-free life and you do what the fuck you want to do. Talk about it. You're going to have these poor people, these broke motherfuckers talk about how great your life is, and then they want to talk shit about the things that they can't do themselves. Like, I'm going to talk shit about how the collective goes on vacation because ever since they left us, we don't have any money, and we're just going to, you know, make them feel bad for, you know, enjoying the money that they definitely earned and deserve that we try to take away from them. Like, you look pathetic as fuck. Like, you know? Yeah, these people hate on your spirituality, so they're going to talk about your spirituality and your magic and your power. Like, they're going to try to diminish it, demean it in some kind of way. Like, that you're not thinking of them, you're not accepting any kind of gifts from them. you better not surprise this person, or they'll show up with a pew pew or a stab stab, you know, like if you come up to their house, they don't fuck with you. You better watch out. Yeah. That you're not obsessed, or they're going to try to say that they're not obsessed with you. They're not obsessed with you. They're only divination spying on you every day. They're going to talk about what they, you know, when they pull their cards, what it says about you. Yeah. And what's going to happen to you during winter time. Like they're trying to read into your future. So these people are pulling cards on you, hoping that that has a smidgen of truth or secrets about you. And then they're going to talk about it at the family function. About what your life has been like during winter and fall. So giving the right now, the present moment, and the future. So they're going to talk about what their card said during the present moment and in the future. They're not obsessed with you though. It says they're a divination abuser, so they're pulling cards quite regularly, but they're not obsessed with you though. And the reading within a reading says here, trying to get a relationship to break up because they're angry and jealous. However, they were unable to bring an ending to your journey on the full moon. What has been done in the dark has been brought to light. You have a spiritual protector, and they're very, very angry, acting rashly when they made some kind of decision. So like, they're going to talk about what they discovered. How you have a stalker. That's a player. So you got an ex that's stalking you as well. So they know that there's an ex stalking you. Or the Queen of Cups, whoever. Whatever they submitted to the courts was rejected because you're not lonely. Again, they know that you're in a relationship. Because they tried to say that you had a romantic love affair. Again, they're trying to portray you as promiscuous in some kind of way. It really depends on your sex life. Why are these people so pressed about your sex life? I don't know why the fuck that matters. But all they're going to see is that you're happy, complete, you feel fulfilled in life without these motherfuckers, right? Like you feel so happy without these people. So that's why it got rejected. Like everybody can see you're in a happy, healthy relationship. You're not out here being promiscuous. You're not for the streets, right? So that's the gossip that's going to go on about this Queen of Cups that don't do shit with the family anymore. It's all going to be a bunch of lies, but it also looks like it's a bunch of fear that's going to come out too. Like, I'm not obsessed with this person. I only, pull my cards on them every day to try to, figure out what's going on in their life because I'm trying to find the dirt, the tea. It's all because of jealousy. Like, they're all jealous of you. They wish they could do what you've done. And I've shown this before. It's like, these people hate each other. These people hate each other, and they would gladly do what you did. They just don't have the courage. They would gladly cut every single person off. They just don't have the courage. Because then nobody would like them then, right? Because, they may not have people in the actual real world that like them. So, they only have family left. And the family don't like them either. What's going on with this family? What's going to be talked about when it comes to the family's karma during this Thanksgiving? What kind of karma are these people going to talk about? How they're trapped by a karmic psycho? What are these people going to talk about during Thanksgiving? The kind of karma they're getting? Cursed with debt on top of debt. Again, it says that they are broke. They're completely broke. That's because these people have so much debt. What karma is going to be talked about during Thanksgiving that these people are experiencing? How they're having manifestation blocks. So nothing good's coming in their life to alleviate the debt that they got. So that means they got more money going out than they do in, and they're unable to get a new job or get kind of break. Having one problem after another. Again, it says they're going through a lot of loss. More money is going out than it is in, and they're having one problem after another. Again, but these people are going to still have the audacity to talk about you. And they know that what they're going through is because of what they did to you, or to the Queen of Cups. Yeah. Someone's going to have a repossession of house, car, or other property. That's going to get talked about. Maybe that's why they still fuck with each other, because they need somewhere to go. Fights, physical attacks, and assaults. They're going to talk about how they've been in fights. So, they're having a lot of problems in their life. And again, that's why, the courts rejected their nonsense. It's your life's a whole hot mess, and you're out here talking about this person. This person's winning in life. What are you thinking, right? What are you thinking? Give us the tea. Projection is a confession. What was said about you is what's true about them. So they keep talking about how you're this harlot, how you're this cheater, how you're for the streets, but that's what's true about them. How you're always partying. That's what's true about them. It's like they take the ugliest parts of themselves and try to attach it to you like you're some kind of glue or something, and they're just gluing all their problems to you in hopes that it alleviates their sin from them. Projection's a confession. Yeah, about some kind of date night romantic excursion. So the projection is a confession about some kind of date night they keep talking about you about. Again, you having options, you being a cheater, you being on the down low. They're also stalking with the intent to harm and hurt, so just be aware. Yeah, something very significant about a test of integrity. These people had a test of integrity and they failed it. Again, especially if it has to do with some kind of inheritance or something, and they're supposed to give it to you, like a guardianship or a guarantor, they didn't do what they were supposed to do. Be selective on who you give your time, energy, and love to. Someone here cheated on their significant other, which is why they keep projecting it onto you. So one of your family members cheated on their significant other, and they keep trying to portray that onto you, so it stops anyone from seeing it about them. They think you're attacking them when it's their own shit-ass energy and karma. So again, like, they're going through all this loss. So it says they hate on your spirituality, so they could even be trying to say that you're cursing their life or things like that. Do a return to sender then, bitch. Do a return to sender then. Do it. I dare you. Negates all of that. Like, do a return to sender. Please. Do a return to sender. Like, that way, nobody can say that about you. Because trust and believe, they already have been returned to sender if they truly felt like you were doing witchcraft on them. Do a return to sender then. Now, it's your own karma. It's your own backfires. It is a return to sender done on you, which means you can't cleanse that fucking energy, right? Like, yeah, the Appalachian magic that they do, because they have an article of your clothing, hair, jewelry, or blood, etc. So these people do witchcraft on you, trying to say that you're doing witchcraft on them, when really it's just you returning it back to them. Like, no thanks, not mine. Yeah, you're getting messages from your ancestors here about how these people are unable to face themselves after what they did. It's not really because they feel remorse or guilty. It's because they got caught and they never thought they would. Pause and watch. It will resolve itself. Someone left you something in their will, so it does have something to do about inheritance and how every single one of them was complicit. How they all partook in it. That's why you were so abused, or that's why this Queen of Cups is so abused. Again, take it what resonates. This person was so abused, and the person that people provoked fights with and shit all the time, and it was because they were trying to portray this Queen of Cups character in such a bad light to where she would be ineligible to receive an inheritance. Like, every single family member went to the courts was like, this person's unstable, they got mental health issues, they're always a problem, like, they're always picking fights, they're always, this, they're a danger to themselves and society, trying to say that you have mental health issues. That way someone could be a guardian over your money. That was why. Like, if you ever want to know why, that was why. It was because they wanted someone to always, like, they wanted you in jail, or they wanted you to be in an asylum. So it's like, they wanted someone to be able to have control over this inheritance, so they could spend the money and give you pennies. So they did all this abuse because of that. But because you separated from everybody, you reclaimed your power, you moved on and fucking up. Now these people are scrambling because, again, it says the very first spread, they know that you're going to get success in this court battle. That's why nobody wants to work with this wealthy man that had the money. Nobody wants to work with him anymore. They want to work with the cops now because everybody's scared of their own fucking bacon now. Thunder is that confirmation. Yeah, surrender to the unconditional love that is forgiveness. So, like, yeah, like they're all scared they're going to go to jail because they know that you're in a new cycle. People are impressed by your strength, especially if you were raised by fucking demons and, like, your family. Yeah, they all said that you had a mental illness. Again, every single one of them. But it was reaction abuse, right? They know that you're going to get lump sum good karma by way of some kind of job offer. You don't look like what you've been through, though. Maybe that's why people counted you out or underestimated you. I mean, there's worse things than being underestimated. Yeah. Your father is a classic lore Disney villain. He could be the wealthy male that came out. You'll have all that you require to overcome this obstacle, so just use your creativity. So you have a father figure here that definitely wanted... This is giving, like, the whole Britney Spears vibes, Like, Britney Spears actually has a mental illness. And, like, her parents put her into the spotlight, right? Put her in the spotlight, but then, like, took all of her money. Like, so she had a mental illness. They got to control her money. And then, like, confirmation burp. So I know what I'm saying is true. Excuse me. They put her in the spotlight, made her earn all this cash, and then they tried to take it. And then even when she got free of them, they tried to, well, my cost of living, I can't live the way that I used to without this money, right? That this is giving. Like, your family tried to portray you as having a mental illness. They all worked together because they were all promised a piece of it. And your father here was the one, father or stepfather, wanted to be able to control your inheritance. You'll have the answers you seek when you need them. People who think they're playing you play themselves. Elevating your consciousness and vibration are your game changers. They were given the wrong guidance and information about you. So remember that person who says, I'm not obsessed. I'm not obsessed even though I pull cards on them every single day, right? Like, they were given the wrong information and guidance. They could be reading their own energy. They could be reading what they want to happen in your life, because you could have it blocked where they can't. God is making his presence known through you. The answer you seek is in your memory when it comes to these family members that hired a hitman. So they weren't above like taking you out either to get this money. They're being haunted by your ancestors and spiritual against us. They're not sleeping at night. They're seeing things. This is a past life event, replay, repeat. So in the past life, your family did this to you as well. And you're getting justice this time around. They'll never tell you how impressed and fear they feel to you. Again, they're all jealous. Like this whole gossip is going to be around jealousy. The authorities know about them. I have the authorities twice. Authorities, and the authorities are watching and ready to pounce. They all know they're going to jail. They're going to jail. They're caught up. Trying to play victim after past actions caught up with them. Because you utilize your third house, your expression of thought, especially when it comes to your childhood. And these people owe money to powerful people that they cannot pay back. Again, debt on top of debt. What does the collective need to know about this Thanksgiving? What does the collective need to know about this Thanksgiving? Heavy heart. It's time to nurture emotional wounds. So you can either get bitter or you can learn a lesson and move forward. It looks like this was a karmic lesson for you anyway. So the karmic lesson is self-love and self-worth. Knowing that you deserve fucking better. Don't let it harden your heart though, because then they win. You have kindred souls. You're getting rid of people who aren't in alignment with you anymore to make room for the ones who are. So you're going through an ego death right now. So a new version of yourself can be reborn. And everything is going in accordance to divine plan. You're going to have financial freedom. You're going to get this money. Money. What blessings the collective be aware of for this Thanksgiving that they should show gratitude for? A blessing on your sleep and a blessing of Morgan's peace after battle. So the battle's fucking over. You can sleep good at night now. What does bond with the collective know about this Thanksgiving? It's time for you to rest because you're about to have a secret beginning. That you are a mystic. Humility, and grace. Again, it says that you're having that Queen of Cups energy. It's like you're someone who has humanity and grace. Like you have that unconditional love. That you are being protected by masculine energy. Protection, loyalty, safety, and trust. Power places. Trust where you're being led because of ley lines. Or you could be a ley line. We have big picture thinking, okay? You are a visionary here with the portal. We have the 1111 portal, and then we also have the 1212 portal. 1212 is new beginning. 1111 is you are on the right path, awakening. And then we have you'll survive this. You're going to have new solutions coming your way. We have the Celtic goddess Bridget, so the goddess of hearth and home. Hathor, the goddess of love, sun, and sky. And Rhea, Titan and a great mother goddess. So you have a lot of feminine energies that are around you, a lot of goddess-like energies. And it looks like it's just the mother. When we have the mystic rose, the feminine energy here has a lot of potent and powerful feminine energies around her, like goddess-like energies that are around her, that are guiding her, that she is a mystic of. So we have Rhea, the Titan and great mother goddess, so the mother of us all. Hathor, the Egyptian goddess of love, sun, and sky. Bridget was even adopted by the Christians as a saint. So it's like this feminine energy here is being supported by powerful, like, ethereal, cosmical energies. All right, and I'm going to give you some blunt advice. Spirit, what blunt advice do you want the collective to know during this Thanksgiving? Blunt advice? Blunt advice. Blunt advice for Thanksgiving. Blunt advice for Thanksgiving. Listen, bitch, be stubborn about your dreams. Listen, bitch, prioritize self-care. It's not a luxury, it's a fucking necessity. Amen to that. Listen, bitch, let them underestimate you. Your comeback will be legendary. It looks like that's already happened. It's already happened. They already underestimated you. They already counted you out. And they already know that you're winning. All All right, collective. I hope I was able to provide you with clarity where you truly know what to expect from this Thanksgiving or this holiday. Thank you for watching. If you like my vibe in this video, please like and subscribe. If it helps with the channel, please stay tuned for a brief little snippet of the Dark High Priestess, the Prostitute Queen of the Sea.